You have House Oversight Committee Chair Comer saying that the census miscalculated the vote. The basic count was miscounted grossly to the tune of costing the Republicans anywhere from 4 to 5 congressional seats, Comer told Real America's Voice. He said California, New York, and Rhode Island should have lost more seats than they did, and Florida and Texas should have gained more. He said the results hurt the Republican Party's chances in the 2022 midterms. In a letter to the Census Bureau director in 24, Comer cited reports from the Heritage Foundation, echoing or manufacturing my word these claims. What's your take on this new front that they're trying to open? Let's go back and just say, hey, the census was fraudulent before we even got to the 2024 election. At the same time, the 20 election was fraudulent.
Yeah, look, I mean, we're already litigating against Republicans over the 2020 census and their attacks on it, and we're prepared to do so when we get to 2030. Look, this is just the Republican Party right now has everything going for them except for voters, right? The voters are against them. The citizens are against them. The polls are against them. People don't want them in office, but they control the levers of power. They control the House, they control the Senate, and they control the executive branch, and they control a lot of governors' races. You know, in one day, I found myself filing a lawsuit minutes after Ron DeSantis signed a bill in Florida imposing a state SAVE Act, and later that day suing the President of the United States in federal district court in Washington, D.C. in that Democratic Party lawsuit that you mentioned, challenging the new executive order. And, you know, those were just the bookends of my day. I mean, we're litigating more than close to 90 cases right now in 45 states, and that number is growing because Republicans are attacking every aspect. There's no aspect of voting or the elections or the 2020 election that they are not attacking. This is a full-out assault on democracy, and people need to be paying attention to that.
You know, people hear these legal fights, Mark, and I think it's easy for folks to believe it's abstract, but this is affecting literally what people could do this summer when they have primaries coming up. I mean, heck, next month, what happens this November? This affects whether we are expanding the opportunity for people to participate in our political process or if we're constricting it. And it is gonna meet you in your community whether you wake up to it or not.
Yeah, and that's why I'm really glad that you started with the Todd Blanche quote or the clip, because the fact is, you know, for a lot of people watching this, you think this is not your problem. Like, you're abstractly worried about it, but it's not your problem. They are coming for you. They are coming to disenfranchise you. This executive order by the President of the United States would have the Department of Homeland Security develop a list of who they believe are eligible to vote. And those lists would then be sent to the states, and those would be the only people allowed to cast ballots by mail. And if you think that because you were born in the United States, you have nothing to worry about, who did Donald Trump make his political career on? Who did he make his career on saying was not born in the United States? Barack Obama. What did Barack Obama prove that he was born in the United States? He produced a birth certificate. Birth certificate from the state of Hawaii. The state of Hawaii said this is a birth certificate, shows he was born in the United States. Did that stop Donald Trump? Did that stop the lies? Did that stop the attacks? No, it didn't. And it's not going to stop it when they come for you, and they come for me, and they come for Simone, and they come for Alicia, and they come for Michael. The fact is, they don't want people who are going to vote Democratic to be able to vote. And it does not matter whether you are the former president of the United States, born in Hawaii, where it was publicized, and there's no doubt, or you're Mark Elias, born to a much more obscure family and much more obscure circumstances in a hospital in New York City. Like, they're going to come for all of us. And what Todd Blanche was saying about why do you care, I come back to it because if you are a if you are a nurse treating veterans in a veterans hospital, you were killed on the streets of Minneapolis by ICE. If you were a woman who was with the family dog in the backseat and stuffed animals in the glove compartment, trying to simply get out of the way of ICE, you were killed in the streets of Minneapolis. And so the idea, if you're watching this right now thinking, well, this is maybe going to affect some naturalized citizens, or this is going to affect some people, you know, in the Deep South, this is going to affect all of us.